Welcome to Sci-Fi Stories. If you love stories of courage and mystery, make sure to subscribe and join our growing community.
The first thing I noticed was the silence. Not the peaceful kind. Not the soft hush of a station running on night cycle. This silence felt engineered, like something had reached into reality and turned the volume knob all the way down. Even the emergency alarms were muted. Their lights flashed, but no sound came out. That was when I knew the artifact wasn't just active. It was listening. Hold on. I'm rushing again. Let me rewind before the universe decided to blink. My name is Rielan Tor. Junior Archival Officer. Third tier. The kind of employee whose greatest daily risk is paper cuts from data slates. 3 hours before the silence swallowed everything, I was bored enough to count ceiling panels. The artifact sat at the center of the diplomatic rotunda, suspended inside a containment halo. Official designation, Object 7A, Crown of Ash. Unofficially? Everyone called it the coffin. It was a ring of matte black metal floating around nothing. No wires. No supports. Just an empty circle humming so quietly you felt it more in your teeth than your ears. Recovered from beneath the Sahara after a tectonic shift exposed it. Human origin. Or so the archaeologists claimed. Most species treat ancient alien tech like a venomous animal. Humans treat it like a puzzle. That should have been our warning. Delegates filled the chamber, scales shimmering, feathers twitching, translator notes whispering in 50 languages. And then the humans walked in. They always walk like gravity belongs to them. Commander Elia Ma led the group. Tall. Calm. Eyes scanning exits before she even finished entering the room. She didn't admire the artifact. She evaluated it. Power readings, she asked. Dormant, replied Curator Helsin with the confidence of someone who had never been vaporized before. Elia stepped closer. The ring brightened. Just slightly. Enough that I checked my recorder twice to confirm it wasn't malfunctioning. Curator, she said quietly, this isn't dormant. It hasn't activated in 10,000 years. That you know of. Her hand hovered near the metal. Every survival instinct I possessed started ringing bells. Prey species developed those instincts for a reason. Commander, Helsin snapped, do not touch the exhibit. Too late. Her fingertip brushed the surface. The universe inhaled. Every light died. Every screen went black. Even my recorder froze for exactly 1 heartbeat. Then the ring rotated. Slowly. Gracefully. Like an eye-opening. Symbols ignited across its surface, lines of impossible geometry folding into shapes my brain struggled to track. And then it spoke. Not through speakers. Inside us. Genetic authority detected. Several delegates fainted immediately. I considered it. Elia didn't move. What is it asking? Helsin whispered. She swallowed once. It isn't asking. The ring widened. Space bent inward, revealing a sphere of pale light at its center. A seat formed from nothing. Recognition slammed into me so hard my knees weakened. This wasn't decoration. It was a control system. Elia Ma, the voice resonated again, led like a choir made of thunder. Lineage confirmed. Air protocol available. The room erupted into terrified chatter. Impossible. Humans have no ruling bloodlines. This violates. Silence, Elia said. And somehow, everyone obeyed. She Saturday. I expected disintegration. Instead, the station trembled. Gravity tilted sideways. A transport crate drifted past my head like a lazy balloon. Stars outside the viewport smeared into spirals. The temperature dropped fast enough that frost bloomed across the floor in branching patterns. Elia's eyes ignited silver. Data streamed through the air around her. Star maps. Fleet schematics. Weapon designs large enough to erase continents. Shut it down. Helsin screamed. Security charged forward. Huge mistake. The ring flashed crimson. Hostility detected. Defense grid online. Time stopped. Not metaphorically. Stopped. A guard hung frozen mid-step. Falling glass hovered like glittering constellations. Only Ilya could move. She gripped the armrests. No, she ordered through clenched teeth. Stand down. Purge ensures air survival. You purge this station, she said, voice shaking, and you prove humanity learned nothing. For a long moment, reality itself seemed undecided. Then, time crashed back into motion. Guards slammed into the floor. Air rushed into lungs. Someone sobbed behind me. Ilya slumped forward, breathing hard. What is that thing? I whispered. She looked at us with an expression that held no victory. Only responsibility. It's not a throne, she said. It's a relay. My stomach dropped. A relay to what? She hesitated. Our inheritance. Within minutes, reports flooded in from across human space. Ancient satellites awakening. Buried vaults unlocking. Ships launching themselves from oceans where no ship had existed moments before. And strangest of all, humans everywhere were remembering. Not learning. Remembering. Equations they had never studied. Languages never taught. Battle strategies older than our recorded history. What were you? Helsin asked weakly. Ilya stared at the glowing ring. Not conquerors, she said. Wardens. A chill crept through the chamber unrelated to temperature. Wardens of what? She met his gaze. Something we locked away. The artifact dimmed. But before the light vanished, it delivered one final message. Sentinel network restored. Awaiting directive. I record histories for a living. But in that moment, I understood something with perfect clarity. We hadn't just activated an artifact. We had rung a bell across the galaxy. And whatever humanity had once guarded, now knew they were awake again. I still hear the silence sometimes. Not empty. Expectant. Like the cosmos itself is holding its breath. Waiting to see what the Wardens will do next.